So this is Beak, an origami-inspired 3-in-1 stand and grip for your smartphone. This is a new Kickstarter campaign by Human Natures to give you the best possible grip on your phone. Said to have the perfect grip, letting you say goodbye to the accidental drops that you're prone to with your current phone, I'm excited to show you guys how it actually works. So taking a look at the box here, we have the Beak. You can see on the bottom that it's the black edition here, with a nice cardboard finish, which I actually like a lot. Turning it over to the other side, you can see all the different ways that this can work in portrait, with a magnet mount. You can reattach it over and over as it's adhesive, sticking it to a whiteboard or really anything magnet. It's water resistant, works in landscape mode, and has a flat and sleek style. Now it's saying the optimal model here is the iPhone 12 mini, however, it's still gonna work with any other model, as you guys are gonna see with my 12 Pro Max. So opening this thing up, we're gonna squeeze that open and peel this out. So here we have what looks like a quick start guide. They're saying here that the leather is hard and you should stretch it to soften it before you actually use it. And here it is with the cardboard finish. On the back we have the magnet, which is kind of how it's sticking to this whole thing. Peeling it off, you can see it's got the sticky adhesive here. Then you've got the magnet, which is also adhesive here. That's gonna allow you to stick it to other things. Now I'm not gonna attach it directly to my phone, but I am gonna attach it to my case. You can see with the size comparison, it's actually a pretty good fit here. So we're gonna peel this here. And then stick it directly centered. And that's it. So you can see once attached here, it opens up. You can slide your fingers into it, and it does actually provide a really good grip. And I'm not really afraid that I'm going to drop this thing or that it's going to come unstuck from the phone. It does actually mount very well. But it's important to note that this thing is adhesive and it's not MagSafe. And that's probably for the better because it's physically stuck to your phone instead of being a magnet that's just going to fall right off. But it's important to note that this is an adhesive, meaning it's physically stuck to your phone, probably for the better versus MagSafe, where a magnet could easily fall off. This isn't going anywhere no matter what you do. So by placing one finger through the grip and then another finger below it, you can comfortably rest your hand and hold your phone. Now, while I'm not one to usually use a grip on my phone, this does definitely make it easier, especially when you're using an iPhone Pro Max, like I am in this case. Now, the bottom piece here, which is actually just a magnet, is adhesive to your phone, but you can peel that off and it works with the magnets in the Beak stand so that you can attach your phone and mount it anywhere. Now, because it's an adhesive, you do have to peel it off every time you want to use it. So I'm assuming with wear and tear that over time, this is going to stick less and less and it'll become less effective. But my biggest concern was actually, can it hold the weight of an iPhone 12 Pro Max? We've seen with a lot of magnet accessories that they work great with the 12 mini and the 12, but not necessarily when you get to the Pro, which is a heavier model, of course. Trying a couple of different options here, you can see that it actually sticks very well with no intention of dropping, and that's with my 12 Pro Max and a case added on for the additional weight. Now the grip can collapse into a low, very slim profile, but it also becomes useful when you're setting it down. Keeping the Beak folded open and placing it on a desk, you can set it in a portrait mode at a 54-degree viewing angle and a landscape mode at a 60-degree angle. Surprisingly, the magnets that attach to each other to keep this stand up are very sturdy and very strong, keeping the whole thing steady in a standing form. And another benefit is actually how sturdy this thing is. So with other stands I've used, they do prop the phone up, but then when you go to use it, they wobble a lot. And in this case, because it's physically attached to your phone, it does have a really sturdy stance, meaning you can do anything like you normally would on your phone while it's in the standing mode, and it's not going to wobble or fall over. Now, there are some obvious downsides that are worth mentioning. First, its largest benefit is actually its greatest weakness as well, and that's the fact that this is adhesive. It does stick to your phone. Now that's what allows it to be so sturdy in comparison to a MagSafe case, which can just fall off or not get a good enough grip to the phone. But it also means that this needs to be permanently attached to your phone, or in this case, your case. Now, if you're committing to this thing and you're going to use it daily, well then no big deal, you'll keep it attached and it's not an issue. But if this is something you're going to use on an occasional basis and you're constantly adding it and taking it off, well then you do have to worry about the wear and tear, and is this going to be as sticky as it was on day one? The second disadvantage is MagSafe capabilities. So by placing this on your phone, and it actually has magnets built in and metal built in, you're not able to use any of your MagSafe accessories. Additionally, if you wanted to use wireless charging, this is going to block you from being able to do that. So while you get the added functionality, you also take off some of the features that are natively available in your phone. Third, the magnet at the bottom. While it's a great idea in theory, I can't really see myself peeling this off and sticking it certain places so that I'm able to mount my phone all of the time. And if I were going to do that regularly, I could see it becoming less sticky over time and less useful. Now, fourth is caution with glass phones. So this is less of a downside and more just a caution if you're going to use this thing. If you have a glass phone and you stick this to it, the constant pulling on it that it's going to do while you're using this as a grip is actually going to peel on the glass, and that could lead to it shattering. They even say on their website as a caution that if you are going to use a glass back phone like the 12 Pro Max here, use a case so that it's not going to pull on the actual phone itself. So overall, just a warning. But all in all, this grip works a lot more stable than I was expecting it to, and way more stable than any of the MagSafe stands that I've used in comparison to it. Of course, the trade-off being that it's adhesive. But if this works for you and it's something you're interested in, I'll leave a link in the description down below. While you're down there, remember to leave a vote in the comments down below on whether you'll be picking this thing up and what your favorite feature about the stand and grip is. As always, remember to hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this from me, and hit the like button because it tells YouTube that videos like this don't suck. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.